Hello everybody, I'm Adam.
And I'm Marty.
And we are AM Vintage.
Welcome back everybody. We are going to be doing a reaction video on J.D. Sumner's Elvis Has Left the Building. Yep. I'm looking forward to it, Adam. Very excited because I don't think I've heard this video before.
Yeah, I don't think I've...
not the video, but the song.
Oh, the song. I might have heard it years and years ago. For those of you that don't know, J.D. Sumner was Elvis's bass singer. He had the lowest bass voice in the world. He was in the Guinness Book of World Record.
Yeah.
But Elvis grew up listening to J.D. because J.D. was in the Blackwood Brothers. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. I got a little bit of vinyl to share with you guys. And and then we're going to do a review or a reaction to the song. We're going to play the song for you guys and we could all react to it together.
So hopefully you guys will join us. So please stay tuned.
Coming up next.
Baby, she done me wrong. My baby, she played. My baby took her down to the river where she lived out the last long day.
Welcome back, everybody. Isn't this exciting, Mari? This is our first reaction video.
First one.
Yeah. And we talked about this. You know, some reaction videos, people, they listen to the music and they talk over the whole song. We don't want to do that.
I don't think we're going to do that this time.
Yeah, we're going to play the song. Yeah. Then when the song's over, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, that was making me laugh because he said, they probably see our faces react to the song, but...
Yeah. So while the song's playing, if you want a live reaction, just look at our faces and say, oh my God, they look like they can't believe what's going on. You know?
I just feel like if we do a reaction video and we talk throughout the whole song, it's like you're not listening to it.
Then you guys don't get to hear the song.
And it just kind of takes it away from us both.
Yeah. So this is exciting. Yeah. So this is on J.D. Sumner. Mm-hmm. He put on a tribute to Elvis after Elvis passed away. And I have it on vinyl, actually. Let's see, I'm going to hold this up without the
glare.
The glare. There's a little bit of a glare. But this is an album that J.D. Sumner...
Yeah, from 1977.
Yeah, put out.
Yeah.
Let me show you the back.
I like the picture of the back. It's so cool.
Let's hold it that way.
Get the glare.
Yeah, if I hold it that way. There you see Elvis and J.D. And, Elvis, you would think that, J.D. really looked up to Elvis, which he did. But Elvis also looked up to J.D. When Elvis was a teenager in Memphis, he used to go down, I believe, to the Ellis Auditorium, and there would be these gospel, music conventions. And Elvis's two favorite gospel groups back then, when he was growing up, were the Statesman Quartet and the Blackwood Brothers. And there you go.
Who do you like better? Did you have a preference?
You know what? I've listened to the albums. I like them both. I like that old quartet sound from back then.
Yeah.
It's
I
really
think
neat.
I did hear the Blackwoods. I'm not sure if I've heard the
Statesman.
I don't think so.
They're really good as well. But and I do have autographed copies of a Blackwood Brothers album. Yeah. And a Statesman Quartet album. Yeah. Which those are hanging on the wall, so I can't take them down and show you guys. But I'm gonna.
But we did have them in a video. In a couple of videos.
But I'll snap a photo of those and I'll try to throw them in the video.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're autographed.
Yeah, but the story goes, when Elvis was a teenager, Mari, he used to go down to the Ellis Auditorium and he would go to these conventions and watch the Blackwood Brothers and the Statesman Quartet. Yeah. And J.D. Sumner said in an interview that he noticed that Elvis quit coming around. And he saw Elvis one day and he said, Elvis, he's like, how come you're not, coming around anymore to these conventions? And Elvis said, I can't afford it anymore. I don't have the money to get in. And J.D. Sumner said, well, don't worry about the money anymore. So he just started sneaking him in, letting him in for free. Pretty awesome. So Elvis never forgot that, and when Elvis, became big and in the 70s, when he was putting together a band, he wanted J.D. Sumner and the Stamps.
That's pretty awesome.
But here's a Blackwood Brothers album from back in the day when Elvis would have been a fan. And there's J.D. Sumner right there. So that's pretty cool. I just want to show you a few more of these Blackwood Brother albums. And just look how cool J.D. Sumner looked. Look at him with that crazy mustache right here. He always had that really cool pencil thin mustache. There's another Blackwood Brothers album.
From what year it says, maybe 19, what was it? 60, what is that, 62?
This is 1962. Yep.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool. Let's see another one.
I like how they're all matching.
Oh, yeah.
Their suits.
They had some style back then, you know? And you guys could see JD. He's in the back. Just check out that mustache. There's the train going by. That's the mystery train that
mystery train that goes by.
We promise you guys.
Every video.
Yeah.
You guys will hear.
We promised. Train. Yeah, we promised it. And you know what? We don't like to let you guys down, so there goes the train.
Yeah, we give you a call.
That's like a gospel train. That was a gospel music train. Yeah.
It's a sign.
So here's another Blackwood Brothers album. It's really cool. There's JD right there. That's really neat.
And it's pretty neat.
Yeah, you know, we have tons of Elvis albums, but we love to collect albums of, you know, people that were associated with Elvis.
Yeah.
So we have Blackwood Brothers, we have the Statesmen, the Imperials,
and you know
the
what's
Stamps.
so cool sometimes, you guys, is when Adam and I find albums, sometimes they're autographed to other people, and it's kind of sad to see that at times, because you don't know if that person's passed or had to get rid of their collection or something. It's always sad.
It is sad. But it is always exciting when you find an autograph.
Yeah, I almost feel like we're always honored to take it in with us, and that way we're kind of like preserving it for them, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, for
Just,
sure.
You know,
we're putting them in the collection.
Yeah, we're
in the museum. So now we just have a few. I'm going to show you a few J.D. Sumner and the Stamps albums. Those were Blackwood Brothers. Mm-hmm. So he was in the Blackwood Brothers.
Yeah.
He wasn't an original member of the Blackwood Brothers. They were around for years before he joined. But he was in the Blackwood Brothers. And then he got his own group together, J.D. Sumner and the Stamps Quartet.
It looks like it's vintage gospel.
Vintage gospel. That's a cool looking album. Look at that car. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a car that Elvis probably bought for one of them. But I think J.D. Sumner's in the car right there. That's a neat looking album.
Yeah.
But man, his voice, he had that deep voice, didn't he? I mean, that thing was like unbelievable. This is a cool vintage looking album. Old JD. That mustache kind of got a little bit bigger by this point. It wasn't pencil thin anymore. And let me see. I see I see two of the guys
have those.
Have their TCBs on. See the TCB? TCB. So that's really neat. All right, we got one more. I just thought it would be cool for you guys to see these. How often do you see J.D. Sumner and the Stamps albums?
I like the back too, because you have a lot of pictures.
Yeah, I'll show the back.
That's pretty cool. I don't know if they can see the pictures.
These are really neat, yeah.
But you don't notice that the guys are very young.
They look very young.
Some of them were.
Yeah,
Not all of them, but look at the majority of the guys are young. And sporting the mustache.
For sure.
Sporting those little mustaches.
Those mustaches were cool, weren't
they? Like a little line.
You know, remember that movie Johnny Dangerously?
Yeah.
Joe Piscopo? He had that little mustache, you know. But
I thought that was with Michael Keaton, is it?
Michael Keaton.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I remember
it was the bad guy.
The
Yeah,
bad
he was
guy.
always like, he says, my mother hit me once, once. You know? Or my brother did this to me once. Once. But anyways, hey, it's not even connected to this video, but man, check out that movie. Johnny Dangerously. But anyways, back to the video. I thought this was cool. This is in the collection, in the Elvis collection. It's a J.D. Sumner book. But it's got his autograph in it, which is neat. Let's get without the glare. There we go, without the glare. There it is. J.D. Sumner.
It's pretty neat. It's a cool book.
But yeah. And I got one last thing, and then you know what? It's reaction time. We're gonna listen to the song, right?
Yeah, we are.
You know, I never got. We got this weird thing with the lighting in here. It's a little.
Noticed it.
It got dark, and then it got
dark,
and then it got light.
Shoot.
But you know what? Maybe there's like a sweet spirit in here, Mari. You know what I mean?
Weird how it went dark and then just.
But hey, the light came. Oh, the light! It's light again, everybody. It's light again. But sorry for the technical difficulty.
Yeah, right.
But no, I never did meet J.D. Sumner. Somebody asked.
Yeah, he asked him. Yeah.
I never met him, but I did see him in concert in 1997 during Elvis in concert in Memphis at the Mid-South Coliseum. So I got to see J.D. Sumner perform where he used to perform with Elvis. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
But I did meet this guy. That's J.D.'s nephew. That's Donnie Sumner. So that's pretty cool. You know, remember Elvis on tour, he sang the song The Lighthouse, which is a beautiful song. So check that out. If you haven't heard the song The Lighthouse, watch Elvis on tour and check that out. Yeah. But are you ready?
I'm ready.
You want to grab your device?
Everybody ready? I don't know what to expect, so I'm a little nervous, but hopefully it's a good thing. So we're going to listen to it.
Ready?
So everybody's ready?
Here we go.
Here we go.
Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever flood my soul. The time was 1935. The place, Tupelo, Mississippi. God sent this world a baby boy who was born in poverty. And as a boy he wondered what would be his destiny. His life was to be busy, and things would happen that even he couldn't believe. He had so much to give, yet very little to receive. He started with a song and a wiggle, and some people couldn't understand. But you and I now know that it was all in God's plan. No sooner had he started than he was to lose his most precious prize. Tragedy struck this young man's life. His mother died. By this time, he had the colonel who was to guide his every step. And things began to happen that neither one could seem to help. He came home from the army and we saw him on TV. And because of that wiggle, they wouldn't even show his knees. His career grew and he started making movies. And this took him from us for a while. Even though he didn't like it, he still gave the world a smile. Then he came back to us in person because to sing for his fans was what he really enjoyed. And when he felt that he didn't please us with himself, he was annoyed.
We demanded, not understanding, that he give to us his all. He tried to do what we wanted for the big and the small. The demand for his records, or to have a glimpse or touch his hand. Bit by bit, this took its toll, for even he was just a man. Oh yeah, he was very happy living, and he wasn't afraid to die. Even now, though our hearts are broken, he wouldn't want us to cry. God, in all of his wisdom, even though we loved him so, he knew what was best. We don't understand it, but it was time for him to go. Let you and I in our memory never lose what he gave, because while he was living for God and country, you and I, he was a slave. Yes, heaven now is brighter, though this world has lost the light. Take care of business, that's what he'd tell us. You must carry on the fight. Even his daddy and little Lisa, they must accept what God has done. Even though, like our Heavenly Father, Vernon gave his only son. Now the show is over and the curtain has come down. Elvis has left the building, but will always be around. Precious memories flood my soul.
Oh gosh.
That was rough, Mari. that was rough, Mari. Okay.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Well, everybody, I'm sure you guys got the same reaction that we have. That was something else. That was
wow.
that was
We're always
man.
laughing, but today is just
that was a beautiful tribute.
that was
to
very
Elvis.
beautiful. It almost sounds haunting, like you're actually like in Elvis's
Yeah.
somewhat sermon there. And you're in the church, kind of like a memorial. So, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So, oh, gosh.
JD's voice,
It's very, oh gosh.
and it's no wonder why Elvis wanted him in the group,
Yeah, I don't. Sorry, guys. It's just very overwhelming.
Yeah.
Very touching too. I don't even know how he did it. How JD was able to go through the whole song without even, bursting into tears.
Yeah. I'm sure.
It had been very hard.
I wonder if he ever performed it live.
Yeah, and if he did, I think.
Yeah. How do you
Oh
get
my
through
gosh,
that?
how do you get through it?
that?
I'm sure he did, but
Yeah.
wow, very touchy, very beautiful. My gosh. I'm lost for words, Adam. Oh gosh. It's very hard.
Yeah. So you know what? It's a good song. I loved it. I've had it on vinyl, but I never really put it on.
No, until you listen to everything he's saying, it's like you're taking it in. And everything he said just pretty much described Elvis.
Yeah, Elvis's whole life.
Right? Yeah,
Elvis's
life in a
entire
nutshell.
life, right?
Yeah, it was just very, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's just the thought of how he became who he became.
Yeah.
And still was able to be humble. And it's sad to know that, a lot of us don't really, I guess we didn't think of him as being a man, just someone that's human.
Right.
Everybody always saw him as this idol and icon, and he can't do any wrong, and I think Elvis, this is just speculation from my part, I just felt like he was always trying to live up to those expectations, to not let anybody down.
Yeah.
And that's got to be hard on
just
anybody.
like the quote that he said, it's very hard to live up to an image.
Yeah.
So.
And he tried.
Yeah.
And I think he did it for the fans. He did it because he didn't want to let nobody down, but that wears, I mean, that wears on you after a while. So
Definitely.
yeah.
But, you know, it's nice to know that, you know, throughout all those years and, you know, the trials and tribulations that Elvis had somebody like J.D. Sumner.
Yeah.
You know, he might have, there's questionable people in Elvis's life, you know, that some people say, well, these people were leeching off of Elvis
but not only that, Adam, too, I think, you know, Elvis lost his mom at a very young age, very young. And I think being the man Elvis, you know, he wasn't able to grieve for his mother. He didn't have that time to grieve. He never, and I don't think he ever did grieve properly for her. So that's a constant thing going through him all that time, you know, losing your mom, not having, he couldn't grieve. When did he do that?
He had to go straight back to, you know, work.
Yeah, it's like, we didn't give him that proper respect to grieve, and I think that's sad on the Colonel's part, I think.
Well.
Yeah. But,
well, that was an emotional journey we all took, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
But, yeah, that's you know, I highly recommend the song. It's if you don't want to go through the whole journey with us again and you just want to hear the song is on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
So you just look it up. It's J.D. Sumner.
Yeah.
Elvis has left the building.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if
yeah, we you know what we decided, you know, maybe we should find certain songs that are about Elvis, tributes to Elvis.
Yeah.
And it would be fun to do reactions to those songs, you know.
But let us know in the comments. We like to hear about you. What were your reactions to the video, or not to the video, but to the song? You know, and it doesn't have to be during this time. Maybe you heard it in the past, or where were you during that time when you heard that song?
Yeah.
You like to share your memories with us? Please feel free to leave it in the comments.
Yeah. How about did any of you guys ever get to meet JD?
Yeah.
JD Sumner.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to hear.
He was a tall guy. Yeah. He was a big guy. I think usually with a voice like that, you're usually a big guy, you know?
He sounds very powerful. I mean, his words got across really. Like, you can almost hear a pin drop, which is very,
right.
Gosh, yeah. It brings you chills. But,
well, everybody, that's another episode of AM Vintage.
Yes.
We'd like to thank you for watching.
So much. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. As always, we're grateful to you. And for those who are donating to the channel, we truly appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we sure do.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Take care.
Take care.